Yes, onions, they create that beautiful flavor base. And this I learned when I was a young cook as it gets chopped. So I'll just get these in. And you want to make sure that you just kind of get it going. This is a rustic dish, so you don't have to be worried too much about how many minutes. Just you want to get it cooking and all the flavors coming together. 1 pound of ground beef. Just get that right into your pan and start kind of breaking it down. Ultimately, you're going to make sure that you don't have too many big chunks, because don't forget, we're putting this into little hand pies, little pieces of pastry. I have about 3/4 cup of olives with the pimento stuffed. And that's fine, because I love the little red pimento flecks throughout. And just kind of carefully get them chopped. So I have, you know, little pieces throughout. You don't want to end up with one big piece. All right, these olives are chopped perfectly well. And in the time it's taken to chop them, I have this meat beautifully caramelized and brown, which is what you want. So the salty olives go in the pan. Raisins. About 3/4 cup of raisins. That's the counterpoint to the salty olives. A teaspoon of cumin. Important spice here. I'm just going to take 1 second. Now the flavor starts coming up. I smell the kind of sweet hint from the raisins, and the cumin has a little bit of a musty, but in a good way. And what that immediately puts me in mind of is so many dishes I've had from Mexico or the Southwest or Latin cooking. Now, last but not least, honey. I like to just give a little bit more sweetness because I've got so much saltiness going on. I have about a tablespoon of honey. A couple dashes of hot sauce because I like it spicy and hot, but not too much. Little black pepper. That's another layer of flavor. And then salt. 1 teaspoon of salt, and you want to make sure you've salted enough but not too much here because we have salt from the olives. So, double duty on this egg. An egg white goes into the empanada mixture, and that's going to serve to bind it. Ooh, that is a big yolk. So I just want the white in there. Just dump it right in, and the yolk right here. So I had a little bit of water in here, and I'm just going to give this a little bit of a whisking with the fork. Remember, I had milk with my wash for my pie? Well, this is a little different with water. It just creates a little bit of a different sheen. So that's ready to go. Filling is ready to go. All I need to do is stir it up, really give it a nice stir, and it smells so good. I want to just remind you that it's chilled, because when we start building our empanadas, we don't want hot filling. All right, here we go. Now, by the way, this is for you folks that say, no one's at the table at the same time, I don't have enough time. If you make these, you can even get them into the freezer, and then everyone can eat at their own pace. I've taken just a regular bowl, and then I just turn it over like this, and just kind of go like that. Now that the circles are ready, I'm just putting a little water just around one side of the edge. That means when I crimp it closed, it'll seal like an envelope. So perfectly there, and then all we do is put down our filling. I like to err on the side of too little filling because it's super flavorful filling, and I don't want it bursting out around the edges. Don't forget, it's got a little bit of oiliness about it, and that's going to prevent it from sticking if I'm not careful. Okay, ready to go. And the first thing I want to do is just get it over and get it pinched shut. So then I just kind of roll. Roll, roll, roll. This way, the filling won't escape when it's baking. So that's it. A little bit of flour if I need it to pick it up. And don't forget to make these bite-sized. If you're having a cocktail party or something like that, there's nothing better than that. All right, I have my egg wash. A little bit, just be careful, you don't want too much on there. And just give it a nice brush. You don't have to be too careful about this. I have a 375-degree oven, and you want these to cook when they're not in the freezer for about 20 to 25 minutes, so if they're frozen, add another 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Hungry for more? Click here for more great recipes, and to subscribe, click here. Check back every week for more craveable recipes, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. And don't forget, head over to our other channels for Everyday Food with Sarah Carey, Martha Stewart Weddings, and the Martha Stewart channel.